1920 was a pivotal year in America. Prohibition started. The Harlem Renaissance was born. It was the first movement of Black artists and writers, the Harlem Renaissance. Women obtained the right to vote, some women, not all. And it was also the year 5 women known as the Five Pearls created Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated on the campus of Howard University to encourage the highest standard of scholarship, promote service, foster sisterhood, and exemplify the ideal of finer womanhood. As we mark 31 days to the midterm elections, we are continuing our series of conversations with the presidents of the Divine Nine, all to tell us about their efforts to get out the vote. You know, more than 125,000 members have been initiated into Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. There are currently more than 875 active chapters in the United States. So here with us today is the 26th International President of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Stacey Grant. Welcome to you, President Grant. You know, I saw you at the Black Women's Agenda Town Hall,
yes,
and I was like, you got to come do a series, and you are here. So thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well,
I want to say that first.
Of course.
Yes.
You know, my anchor PA is Zeta Honey. It wouldn't be any other way. She's like, when you going to have my president on?
Yes.
I want to start with the issue that is pressing on the minds of many people across the country, and that is women's bodily autonomy, the issue of abortion. When the United States Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade with the Dobbs decision, your sorority publicly announced that, and I'm going to use this quote, publicly announced that this is more than pro-life versus pro-choice. Our reproductive health is at stake. This is an Instagram post from the account. Why was it important from the national level that Zeta Phi Beta made this statement?
Because we're at a point in our history where we have to be vocal about what affects us. You know, the women's right to choose to our bodies. We never thought we would be sitting in this situation right now discussing Roe v. Wade, discussing voter rights, discussing immigration, discussing all the things that our foremothers and forefathers died so that we could have the right to vote and effectuate change. So for us to publicly come out and not be shy about what it is to stand for what's right. We've been doing that since 1920, attacking the social ills of the day, and there's nothing different now that over 130,000 plus and 900 plus chapters and growing have been engaged. Zetas get engaged. And we stay at the forefront of the issues that affect us. And we do that not only through voter registration, but also understanding that when we educate our constituents and our members, they need to understand who's on the ballot.
Talk to me about the voter education piece, because I think it's safe to say that, you know, members of the Divine Nine, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated as well, are out there, they're registering people to vote. But we just talked about at the top of the show how early voting has already started in some places, and it is by the end of this month, at least 30 other states will also have started early voting. So what are you doing on the voter education piece?
So with the voter education piece, what we're doing is allowing chapters and encouraging chapters to have town halls, to have debates. We need to know who is on the ballot. What do they stand for? What is necessary in change in America? So when we talk about education, it goes beyond just the simple go out and register, but know who you're voting for. Knowing that we have our own candidate from Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated running for Congress.
Where?
In California.
Right.
Yes, Senator Kamaliger. So that is an awesome opportunity for us to be able to support her. But then also advocating. How do we advocate? How do we make sure that the issues on the ballot that affect us, our members not only are knowledgeable, but our communities are knowledgeable, and then effectuate change by actually going out to vote, taking people to the polls, becoming poll watchers, poll workers, so that you can really see our whole system of government work. And that we don't sit back and say, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to vote. Not Zetas. We stay at the forefront of bringing people to the polls. We should be tired on election day.
Y'all are pushing people to get engaged and involved. I'm very interested in this point about poll workers. It's a dangerous time, unfortunately, in America to be a poll worker. But Zeta Phi Beta is encouraging their members to sign up as poll workers.
Sign up, be careful. Of course, we want everyone to be safe, but that's how we can protect the process. Being engaged, and you can get paid. People don't even know that is a paid opportunity.
It is. In some places now. Some places
they're not. And in some places it is getting dangerous.
Yes.
But our foremothers and forefathers died. They marched. They advocated for us to have this right. We can't sit back and just casually let this midterm election happen. Too much is on the ballot. So as we educate our members, as we advocate for the issues that affect us, and we effectuate the right change, we can be proud of the work that we do the day after the election, knowing that we were out on the forefront each and every single day from from voting early, voter education, registration, until the day of, that we know we participated in putting the right people in office. No longer can we just rest on thinking somebody else is going to make the vote for us. Somebody else is going to do it. Zetas get engaged to make sure that from the ground up, we are doing the work, not just showing up for a photo op, but making sure that we are registered
in the trenches, on
the ground, making sure that this country goes back to what we know is the opportunity to lead in the world. We are the leading United States of America, and look at what we're discussing on the ballot. Look at your whole show.
It is disturbing, to say the least. President Grant, I want to thank you for coming in today, making the trip up from New York. Yes. International President of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Stacey Grant, I appreciate your time. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you again. Thank you for what you're doing, and to all the Zetas that are watching and all of our Panhellenic family that's involved in this voter registration. We're stronger together. When you combine our organization with all of the Panhellenic organizations, that's over 2.5 million.
There's power in
numbers, and we're stronger together. Thank you. We will continue to go out there and get engaged.
Thank you so much.
Make our votes count.
Thank you all so much.